Hello and welcome to the final episode of the year of the Racing News 365 podcast. As it is the last one of the year, there is only one thing we can do. You guessed right, it is the big fat Racing News 365 F1 quiz of the year. From Racing News 365, my name for this episode is Quizmaster Nick Golding, and I'm delighted to be joined, as always, by 2023 Young Journalist of the Year, Sam Coop, and the main man himself, lead editor Ian Parks. Gentlemen, it has been a record-breaking 24-race season. We've seen from social media that the drivers are already in winter break mode. They deserve it. The teams deserve it. The fans deserve a rest. And you know what? I think we do as well. So a bit of fun for this episode. I have designed a quiz over the weekend, which for those who are watching or listening to this podcast can either do on your own to test your F1 knowledge, or like Ian and Sam will be against somebody, your family, your friends, your co-workers, whoever you want. Sam, you come across to me as somebody who I think might be quite good at quizzes. Is that a fair judgment?
When it comes to general knowledge, yeah. Me and Ian were both talking about this before earlier in the day, that we both have terrible short-term memory recall. So this is potentially going to be disastrous. But I would also say, with work, you often put things out of your mind, don't you? Because it's work. So yeah, potentially there's going to be an element of that where we go, that's a race, that's done. Never need to think about that again.
Gone.
So So we'll see.
And a small disclaimer is that when we normally do these podcasts, the three of us will discuss topics we're going to talk about for about 15, 20 minutes beforehand. For this time, Ian and Sam are oblivious. They've got absolutely no idea what is going to be in this quiz. So basically, if they get answers wrong, it's on purpose. Well, not on purpose. It's just, this is going to be good fun, you know. It's Christmas time. It's the festive
nervous.
period. Sam's nervous.
This is stressful.
But Ian, how does it feel being the lead editor? How does it feel going from Sam being your co-worker to now being your rival?
This could genuinely be the most embarrassing 35 to 45 minutes of my F1 career.
It's going to be the best. Don't even lie. It's going to be brilliant because I've spent about the weekend. It feels like watching the entire season back, and it felt like a long season with 24 races. There are 5 rounds to this quiz. Each round has a different theme and includes 5 questions. The majority are worth 1 point. There are some double point questions, but I'll let you guys know. We've already got a question. We're doing well. We're only 2 minutes in, Sam.
How many points are up for grabs?
In total, 31. So majority are 1 pointers. There are a couple 2, but like I said, I will say which ones are worth double points. What we'll do...
That's very on brand for you, Nick. 31 being Esteban Ocon's race number.
Oh my, I couldn't
have even told you that.
I didn't even realise that. That's a good point. That's a very good point.
Race number round. Don't forget it.
There's not. I do
have a very special guest star helping me today, folks. So I've got my lovely cat, although I don't think I'm going to get that much help out of her in the end of the day. Say hello, Lily. No, maybe not. Okay, there we go.
So we've got a one-man team against a two-person, well, a man and a cat team.
Man and a cat. I could also include the rabbit, but there we go.
And the rabbits, we've got a man, a cat, and a rabbit team against Sam, who is also a bit unwell, might I add. So Sam's kind of half a person at the moment.
Reduced all the way down to half a person. My cat's asleep, and I'm not sure she'd help me anyway, even if I asked.
Okay, so all right, let's get on with it, because as you two, well, as we work in the industry, for the first round, which is the general knowledge round from the 2024 season, I'll give you 10 seconds per question, but what we will do is I'll read out the first question, give you 10 seconds to answer it. I'll then go straight into the second, third, fourth, fifth, etc. At the end of the round, we'll go back and go over the answers. For those who are playing along at home or wherever you might be, if you need to pause myself to give yourself a bit more time, feel free. These two I'm going to push because unfortunately we can't make this a 2-hour recording. And in all fairness, I don't think either of them will want that to happen in the first place. So, Sam, Ian, or should I say Sam versus Ian, are you both ready?
Ready as I'm ever going to be, mate.
I was about to say the same thing.
In which case, it is time for the Racing News 365 Big Fat Formula One quiz of 2024, starting off with question 1 of the general knowledge round. Max Verstappen became a 4-time world champion this year, but how many Grand Prix did he win on his way to the title?
That one I actually know.
Okay.
There we go. I got 1 point.
You both wrote it down already. Okay, we'll go.
Yeah.
Both got it down. Yeah, we'll go to the next question then. McLaren secured its first constructors title in quite some time. However, prior to 2024, when was the last time McLaren won the title?
Ta-da.
Both got it.
I mean,
So we'll
technically, or
don't go down that road.
Sorry,
All right.
legally.
Legally. Yeah,
All right.
legitimately.
Okay, so it's an easy start, I think. But question 3. At the British Grand Prix, Lewis Hamilton ended a winless streak which lasted just over 2.5 years. How many career victories did his British GP victory put him on? Will that catch people out?
I think
We're both rapid.
me and Ian had a conversation about this earlier. I think I maybe gave him this.
All right. You've both written down an answer. So we're now going to the first one of the quiz, a double points question. Which one point for the team, 1 point for the Grand Prix. Which team ran a special flag livery at a Grand Prix this season, which featured the name of every staff member? Oh.
I know the team, but it's remembering the Grand Prix. It must have been that one.
Oh, we've only got a couple of seconds, Sam, so you need to get something down.
Okay, I've got it.
All right, okay. Time up on that one. Sam, have you written something down quickly?
Yes.
Dum 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 dum. I don't know what tune that was, but Sam, that was a... Oh,
got it.
You got something down? Okay, right. Final question of the general knowledge round. How many safety car periods were there during the entire 2024 season, including both sprint races and main races? It's the final question of the round, so it's got to be a tricky one.
I think you should give a point for being within the nearest 3, because I think to get that one spot on I should have mentioned. Impossible.
For this question, I was going to mention we do the results. For this question, if you're playing on your own, you've got to be within 3. If you're playing against somebody, it's closest wins.
Okay, so this is safety car periods, not races with safety cars.
Safety car periods.
No, safety car. So not VSC, just a safety car.
Purely safety car.
Traditional
in sprint and main races. A physical car.
Well, I do know there was 10. Was it 10 rounds between Canada and somewhere where we didn't have one?
This number surprised me, given how many there were without a safety car. Have you both got an answer?
I'm going to go with that. So are we doing the answers after each round?
So that is the final question of this round. So we're now going to go back and go through the answers for this round, if that makes sense. You both got something written down? Okay,
yes.
so...
And just for legality, you can see I don't have any answers crossed out. So I'm not cheating.
Okay, right, let's hide them. So let's hide them, because I'll ask you. So the first question was, of course, Max Verstappen became a 4-time world champion this year, but how many Grand Prix did he win on his way to the title? What was the answer, guys? You both put the same thing, I believe. Sam?
9.
Ian?
Hey, 9.
Yeah, both 1 point for both of you on that one. The second question... McLaren secured its first constructors title in quite some time, but prior to 2024, when was the last time it legally, thank you Sam, won the constructors title? Ian?
1998.
Sam?
1998 as well.
Both a point as well. 100% start so far. At the British Grand Prix, Lewis Hamilton ended a winless streak, which lasted just over 2.5 years. Still feels ridiculous saying that. How many career victories did it put him on? Ian.
Oh, you're coming to me first this time. I thought Sam would be first, that one. 104.
Sam?
104.
Yeah, correct. He's, of course, now on 105 after inheriting the win in Spa. But Silverstone puts him on 104. I thought that could be a little trick question. Now I think the first double points question, which I think was a difficult one. Which team ran a special flag livery at a Grand Prix this season, which featured the name of every staff member? Sam, you took your time over this one. Who do you think?
I did take my time over it, and it was stupid too, because I was stood next to the car at one point over that weekend on the grid, in fact. So it's the Williams livery at the British Grand Prix.
Ian, you got the same?
I have exactly the same.
And you're both correct. It was Williams at the British Grand Prix. And actually, looking back I think my favourite livery of the season, special livery it was pretty cool to give them credit. 100% so far, we're going well. This is the one, though, which will separate you unless you have somehow put the exact same answer. In which case, then I'm stopping this because you're clearly then working together. How many safety car periods were there during the entire 2024 season, including both sprint races and in main races? Sam, what did you go for?
I've gone for 30.
30, Ian.
I went for a much lower number. I went for 19.
And of course, a reminder that if you're playing alone, you need to be within 3 to get the point. But if you're playing like these two are against each other, then it is closest wins, which means, what did you say, Ian?
19.
Which means Ian gets the point because there were 17 safety cars in the 2024. Sam, what championship have you been watching? 30?
I haven't been watching.
Quite clearly.
Heading laptop.
Heading laptop, blogging along too as he's talking to his audience, then watching the race. Crikey. Well, after the first round, it is Ian on 6, Sam on 5. Moving on to the second round, which is the Guess the Race round. All you've got to do is guess the Grand Prix. And again, we'll go through the questions and then go over the answers afterwards. As mentioned in the previous rounds, Max Verstappen claimed a 4th consecutive F1 driver's crown. But in which race did he seal the title? Ian's quick, Sam's quite slow, which I thought this was the easy one for this round. So Sam,
you sound like my father. Not joking.
Thanks, Esteban Ocon. Now I'm Sam's dad. Well, right,
I've got it. I was just,
okay.
I was taking a second just to not overthink it.
A second. All right. Okay, I'll give you. Next one then. Second question of the Guess the Race round. Controversially, Kevin Magnussen became the first driver to receive a 1-race ban under the current penalty point system. But in which race did he serve his ban? Oh, it's flipped now. Sam's gone fast. Ian needs time. Oh.
Yeah.
Very interesting, this. I'm loving this. I'm not under the spotlight.
You've got no jeopardy.
I can see the sweat dripping from both your heads already. There's
my heart rate.
You've got something.
Got that one wrong.
I would say that there's a prize for this in which whoever wins gets to finish work early, but unfortunately, I don't have the authority to do that.
No.
Ian does. We can just say whoever loses gets the first round next month when we're in the Eindhoven HQ. Next one. Okay. On the topic of Haas, sticking with the American team, both Magnussen and Nico Hülkenberg were disqualified from a qualifying session this year, but at which Grand Prix?
Oh, hold on. I wasn't thinking then. Read that one out, mate.
All right, okay. On the topic of Haas, both Kevin Magnussen and Nico Hülkenberg were disqualified from a qualifying session this year, but at which Grand Prix?
Yeah.
I mean, you should remember you went to the special press conference that they had about it.
Ridiculous. I remember that talk. Right. Because that was quite a late F1 update for myself and Ian. Actually, one of our best views for an F1 update this year as well. So that's how I remember it. Fourth question for the Guess the Race round. Heroically, Carlos Sainz secured victory just 16 days after undergoing surgery to remove his appendix. But which race did he win on his heroic return?
Oh.
Sam's giving the old, so I'm guessing that means he knows this one quite easily.
Well, I thought you were going to have a bit of misdirect and be like, what was the other race he won?
No, I thought this is the one that was pretty heroic, and it was actually one of my highlights of the season. Final question for this round, and this is a little bit of a tricky one, I think, and I'll be pretty impressed for people who get this. Oscar Piastri had a brilliant 2024 season and scored points in 23 of the 24 races. But which one Grand Prix did he not finish in the top 10? This is just main races, by the way, not sprints.
This is a really tough question.
It's a remarkable stat. Points in 23 of the 24 races. I mean, fair play to him.
I've got a 1 in 24 chance to get this right.
I've got to push you. It seems that when Ian thinks he has it, Sam suddenly thinks the same. Is this Sam actually having it, or is this Sam not wanting to look silly? Sam's not sure himself.
Can it not be both?
Okay, let's go over the answers then for the guests for the race round. As mentioned, Max Verstappen claimed a 4th consecutive title this season, but in which race did he seal the crown? Sam, it of course was the
Las Vegas Grand Prix.
Ian?
Yes, Las Vegas.
Yeah, awesome stuff.
I'll show my answers at the end as well. So
Go for it. Controversially, Kevin Magnussen became the first driver under the current penalty point system to receive a 1-race ban. But in which race did he serve his ban? Ian, you're not sure?
No, I'm confident I've got this one wrong. I've written Mexico, but I don't think that's right.
Sam?
It was the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
It was the Azerbaijan Grand Prix because he was replaced by Ollie Behrman, of course. So Sam gets the point, Ian doesn't, which brings you both level. Whoa. Exciting stuff. On the topic of Haas, both Magnussen and Nico Hulkenberg were disqualified from a qualifying session this year. Ian, which qualifying session was it at?
Monaco.
It, of course, was. Sam, you get the same?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Keeping it level now. Heroically, Carlos Sainz secured victory just 16 days after his surgery to remove his appendix. But which race did he win on his return, Sam?
It was the Australian Grand Prix.
It was. Ian, same?
Yeah, Australia. Okay.
Good stuff. One of the best races, one of the best performances of the year, in my opinion. Now, the one that had you both scratching your heads, Oscar Piastri scored points in 23 of the 24 races in 2024. But which one Grand Prix did he not finish in the top 10? Ian?
Miami.
Sam?
Saudi Arabia.
It was the Miami Grand Prix.
Oh,
Ian
of course.
is back in the lead.
Because
it was.
Didn't Carlos Sainz take him out? And yeah.
It was the Miami Grand Prix, which means at the end of the Guess the Race round, Ian is on 10 points, Sam is on 9. And of course, whilst we're doing this quiz, and for those who are playing along, wherever you are, be sure to let us know in the comment section below your score from the quiz, any questions you particularly enjoyed. And on top of that, please do like this video if you're watching on YouTube and subscribe to the channel, because we are running a Formula One prize giveaway for Christmas, the festive period. All you've got to do to be involved is be subscribed to the RacingNews365.com channel. Now, the rounds start to get a little bit more tricky. This is a really fun one. This is the Guess the Lap round. Now, if you're playing on your own, you have to be within 5 laps to get the point. In this case, it is closest wins. Now, these are laps from some of the most controversial and biggest incidents from the season. Now, you two should, I think, be all right at this, given how many times in reports and pieces we have to write Norris and Verstappen clashed on lap XYZ. So let's see how much you remember.
During qualifying on Grand Prix, when I'm on location, I actually have to disappear and no longer I have to go down to the pen.
And try and watch it on the board.
In which case,
watch it. Yeah,
I mean, it's so difficult to do.
You know what? Do you hear this? Ian is already getting his excuses in case he loses this round. This is what's going on here. It's the festive period, and they're still trying to get the better of one another. Outrageous stuff. Right, here we go.
Still gotta try the best.
Let's get things underway. Guess the lap round. First question. Lando Norris claimed his maiden F1 victory in Miami largely thanks to a mid-race safety car caused by an incident between Logan Sargent and Magnussen. What lap did the incident occur? Sam was very, very quick.
I was. For someone, I didn't actually watch this race. I was at a wedding.
You were at a wedding?
I didn't watch it live.
Yeah, you were.
I only watched it afterwards.
You were. Very, very good point. That's another excuse you're trying to get in already. So we're doing that's one excuse apiece. One excuse apiece. You both got an answer down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent stuff. Right then, next question. Sticking with Norris, himself and Max Verstappen clashed several times in the end in 2024. But the first big one was, of course, their collision in the Austrian Grand Prix. But on which lap did the pair make contact at turn 3? That was a groan of a man who's not sure.
Yeah, that's like I can remember the rough area of the Grand Prix in which it took place. It's the remembering the lap.
Sam's been very quick with this. I think secretly that he's a lap genius. I'll tell you somebody who would smash this, and that's our colleague Jake Nicol, who is just a stat guru.
He's Mr. Stato.
He is Mr. Stato. Both got something down?
Yeah. Got numbers.
Okay. In arguably the drive of the season, Verstappen won the Sao Paulo Grand Prix from 17th on the grid. But on which lap did he overtake Esteban Ocon for the lead? Now Sam's groaning. For those who are listening to this, I apologise for all the sound effects. If you're watching, you'll understand why. But if you're in the car and all you hear is you're probably thinking, what on earth is going on?
So this is Max overtaking Esteban.
Max overtaking Esteban for the lead in Interlagos.
Esteban. It's 10 seconds are up. Come on, 10 seconds are gone.
Come on, you're up. Come on, got to fire this along. Ready? Right. Fourth question. Team orders were used by several teams this year, but it was at McLaren in Hungary where it grabbed the headlines. On which lap did Norris finally give the lead of the race back to Oscar Piastri?
God, how many laps are there in Hungary?
Ian's groaning. Sam's looking around for moral
something.
So Ian's groaning. Sam's looking around for moral support.
Okay.
All right, I've got to push you. Ian got something?
Yeah.
Yep, Sam got something?
Yep.
Okay, final question of the guest lap round. Unsurprisingly, Max Verstappen led the most laps in 2024. But how many laps did he lead across the entire season? Just a Grand Prix, not sprint.
How many laps did he lead?
How many laps did Max lead across the entire season in just the main race? Main races, should I say.
I saw this stat the other day.
I didn't. I haven't got a clue.
Oh, it's like...
All right, I've got to push you. 5, 4, 3, 2,
okay, I've got
1.
a number.
Both got something. Okay.
Got numbers.
Okay, got numbers. Here we go then. Right.
So...
Guess the lap round, the answers. Lando Norris claimed his maiden F1 victory in Miami largely thanks to a mid-race safety car following a collision between Logan Sargent and Kevin Magnussen. What lap did it occur? Sam, what did you put? Again, for you two, it's closest wins. If you're playing at home, you need to be within 5 laps if you're playing on your own. Sam, what did you put?
Lap 26.
Lap 26. Ian?
I'm close. I got 29.
I will tell you, one of you is just 1 away.
Oh.
And it's
going to be
Ian, because the answer is lap 28.
Oh, fudge.
If you actually watch back the highlights, the incident occurred just seconds before Norris started lap 29. So it was lap 28. Ian's now got a 2-point lead. Sam, you've got to start getting out the bag now, mate.
Devastated.
Good old change. This is a tricky round, Nick.
Here we go. Wait for the next one. The next one is putting me on the spot. Sticking with Norris, himself and Max had several incidents this year. The first big one being their turn 3 collision in the Austrian Grand Prix. Ian, what lap do you think it happened on?
I went 59.
Sam.
57.
both of you are a bit off, but it is Ian who gets the point because it was lap 64.
That's so annoying. I initially put 63 and changed it to 57.
God, look at this. 3-point lead. Here we go. This is like Aston Villa against Man City now. God. Right.
You're really playing up to the boss today, aren't you?
For those who don't know, Ian is an Aston Villa fan. So,
great. That's going to give him with some abuse on comment section.
Right. Inarguably the drive of the season, Verstappen won the Sao Paulo Grand Prix from 17th on the grid. But on which lap did he overtake Esteban Ocon for the lead? Ian, what did you put?
I put 34.
Sam.
37.
Close again.
Again, you're both far off. But it is Sam who gets the point. It was lap 43.
If I reversed the numbers, I would have been all right. So Sam's pulled one back.
Ian's trying to play a joker.
Yeah.
That'd be a good rule. That's a good rule for next year. Next year, you both get a joker. Right. Team orders were used several times this season, famously by McLaren in Hungary, as Lando Norris kept refusing to give the lead back to Oscar Piastri. But on which lap did Norris finally return the lead to his teammate, Sam?
I've gone lap 65.
Ian?
70.
One of you is 2 away, one of you is 3 away. But it's Ian again who gets the point. It was lap 68. Sam, on it. So close, yet still so far.
I'm just relieved that there are over 65 laps in Hungary. I like it.
No, this is the one, though. This is the one which is going
to...
Unsurprisingly, Verstappen led the most laps in 2024. But how many laps did he lead? Now, for you two, of course, it's closest wins. For this question, for those playing on your own, you've got to be within 10. So we've expanded it a little bit. Sam, I'll come to you first. How many laps do you think Max led?
I said 350.
Oh, bloody hell.
What did Ian put?
I put 345.
Oh, God.
Now.
This is a tough.
This is quite bad because, Sam, you are closest. However, you are both
miles away.
So far away.
100 away.
It was 560.
560.
Max led. It works out at like 40% of the laps this season. And actually, it works out because he actually led the vast majority of the first half of the year. It's easy to forget, of course, it's where he won the majority of his races. So it was 560. But it does mean, based on the rules of closest wins, if you're playing with somebody, that it is Sam who gets the point. And that could be a crucial one because it means that at the end of round 3 out of 5, Ian has 13 points. Sam has 11. Very, very close. And now it is time.
I went on the basis there that he only won 9 of 24 Grand Prix. So,
yeah, but the thing is, and I think that's the thing that's surprising is the fact that actually there was so many laps this year because of 24 races. So, of course, because of that, you're looking at roughly, compared to last season, about an extra 100 laps, which is something that surprised me in all fairness. Now,
and he had that 10-race run where he didn't win at all. So
exactly. And I mean, it just shows how dominant he was in the start of the year, which was really interesting. Now, this is the round. It is a double points round for all 5 questions.
Oh.
And this is where I'm going to start getting a little bit embarrassed because it is probably my favorite round. It's the Guess the Radio round. You get a point for guessing, the correct driver and then the correct race in which the radio was said. Just to let you know, none of these radios include explicit words. They are all family friendly. I will read out the radio messages. You'll put down your answers and we'll do it as normal. But as mentioned, yes, every question for this round is worth double points. So we could see a big swing here. Right. Are we ready for the first radio? Right. Don't look embarrassed, Nick. First radio message of the Guess the Radio round. What the hell, man? How many places have I just lost?
That's so generic.
When I give the answer, you will understand, though, completely who it is. And Sam, Ian has rocketed away.
I know who it is.
I've got the driver, but I can't work out which bloody Grand Prix that is. That could be any of those. That
I know the driver.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Sam, got to push you. So race and driver and race is a point for each. So big points up for grabs in this one.
Okay.
Right, Ian, you got something down? Sam?
I got a drive. I don't think we're going to get any Grand Prix. I'll be amazed if we get the Grand Prix.
You will.
Really? Okay.
There's some you will. Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. Right, Sam, 3, 2, 1. Okay, next one. This is a little bit of a 2-part radio. Are you kidding me? Now? A lap later, this radio message continued. He's not fast. He's not fast at all. My acting skills are really coming in for this round.
I thought they would.
See, what's amazing is actually when we go through the answers,
notable moments.
When we go through the answers, it will be the old, oh yeah, it'll be one of those.
It will be. But trying to remember every bloody radio message over 24 Grand Prix.
These were some that were pretty poignant.
Can we have that one again?
Yeah, please.
Are you kidding me? Now? A lap later, it continued. He's not fast. He's not fast at all. Right. Something. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both got a race and a driver.
Well, I got a driver, but not a race. And I don't even confident on the driver.
You're not even going to risk it for a race, Ian.
No, I've got a race.
Okay, you have. Points being prizes. Points being prizes are in this case the honours at RacingNews365.com. Sam, 3, 2, 1.
1 out of 10 round.
Right. Ready for the next one.
Yeah.
I have smoke, blue smoke, and fire. Fire!
Oh.
I'll repeat it one more time. I have smoke, blue smoke, and fire. Fire!
Oh, this is so difficult.
No chance.
This is
10, all right. We'll go 10 seconds.
I was doing all right until this round. I got 13 out of 16. I've totted up, and now all of a sudden it's going to be...
The next one's the most embarrassing for me to read out, but it's also the most obvious. So if you get this if you don't get the double for the next one, I'm going to be really disappointed in Notting.
I've left that last one blank. I can't remember.
You're gonna kick yourself, Ian. You really are.
For the last one?
You really will. I think maybe not the first one, but I think the rest of them you're going to kick yourself. Right, both got something? Okay, now, all right. Okay, most embarrassing one. Question 4 for the guest radio round. I need to compose myself for a second for this one. Woohoo! Yabba dabba doo.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'll go over it one more time. Woohoo! Yabba dabba doo. I never want to listen to this podcast ever again after saying that. That's. I hope the wife doesn't listen to this episode.
God, you're so grown up.
Oh, it's just the fact I've just read out in a podcast that receives thousands of views and listens. Woohoo hoo, yabba dabba doo. It's just, yeah, anyway, right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sam, you got a driving around in a race?
What, for 4? Yeah.
You've both done it.
The reason I'm stressed is because I now think my third answer is wrong because of the fourth answer. But,
okay. Ian, you got yours down?
Yeah.
Okay, final. Ian's just so done with this quiz already.
He's not happy with this round.
This round?
You know what?
I was enjoying it up until this round.
Right, final one, and this is a really nice radio message, this. Great event this is. Dreamt to be here as a kid. I'll go over it one more time. Great event this is. Dreamt to be here as a kid.
Right, okay.
It's brilliant because after this, it's going to, all of a sudden, all these messages are just going to play back in your head and be like, oh yeah, I remember that happening. And I'll tell you what, for those who are playing along at home, let us know which of these you got correct and which you didn't, because I think there's a good chance based on Ian and Sam's reactions throughout this round, you're going to have done better than them. And of course, each of these are worth double points. So this could be a big, big swing ahead of the final round. You both got answers down?
Yep.
Okay, so the guest radio round, let's go over the answers. The first question was, what the hell, man? How many places have I just lost? Sam, what have you gone for?
Is it Lewis Hamilton in Las Vegas?
Ian, what have you gone for?
I've gone Lewis in the United States, as in Austin.
And it is double points for Sam, 1 point for Ian. It was Lewis Hamilton as he exited the pits at the Las Vegas Grand Prix. This is what I mean. This could be big.
Gave it all away.
Yeah, it was exactly
he always
that.
Says, what the hell, man?
Cool. So this has made it a 1 point game now. Cool. Very exciting stuff. Second one. Are you kidding me? Now? Then a lap later. He's not fast. He's not fast at all. Ian.
I've gone for Fernando.
Where?
Mexico.
Sam?
Charles Qatar.
And you are both very, very wrong. We're going to go back to the start of the season and Bahrain, because it was Yuki Tsunoda in the closing stages of the Bahrain Grand Prix after being told to let Daniel Ricciardo pass.
Yeah.
Sam's going, oh yeah, of course. I'm thinking, what?
No, I did not know that.
Because he almost drove into Daniel, didn't he? On the
he did on the cooldown lap. He did. Very good point. Right, next one. I have smoke, blue smoke, and fire. Fire. Ian, any thoughts?
Nope.
Who have you gone for? Just straight no.
I just put Gasly, and I haven't even put a race. So,
Sam.
I went George Russell, Spain. I don't even know if he finished in Spain.
And for the second question in a row, 0 points for both of you. It was Max Verstappen moments before retiring at the Australian Grand Prix.
Oh, okay, yeah, no.
I thought that's one you'd both get, but Australia was a long time ago. And disclaimer, I actually slept through qualifying and missed my shift. I'm proud of this. I'll tell you what. Go on, Sam.
That led me down a power unit failure route.
Well,
because of the nature of it.
It was a brake failure, wasn't it? In the end, it was as he came into the pits. It was the right rear. Yeah. Right, fourth one, and the most embarrassing for me to read out. Woohoo! Yabba dabba doo. Sam.
So it's George Russell.
Yes.
I've gone Spa.
Ian.
I've gone exactly the same. Russell in Belgium, and I can show you as well. Just to
Okay, so you both get the point for George Russell, but it was after winning in Austria.
Austria.
See, again, I overthought. I thought you were going to try and do a little misdirect.
No, but again, though, you both get a point. This is exciting stuff, guys. I hope it's enjoyable for all of you playing along. Final one for this round, and a really nice radio message. This great event. This is. Dreamt to be here as a kid. Ian, who have you gone for?
I went for Lewis at Las Vegas. But obviously it can't be Lewis at Las Vegas because the answer number one was Lewis at Las Vegas. So
Sam?
And also, Zhou in China is the only thing that I can plausibly think of because it was a returning race, his first in China.
Is that what you put?
Yeah, Zhou in China.
Then we have a new leader because it is double points for Sam. It was Zhou Guanyu after finishing the Chinese Grand Prix, which was, of course, because of COVID, his first home race. That is a big, big one because after 4 rounds, Sam is on 16 points. Ian is on 15, which means it will all be decided in the final round. Exciting stuff, everybody. And of course, I thought that, we've had 4 rounds on 2024. Next season, we've spoken so many times about how big it is. The final round is the 2025 first taste round. So a little glimpse ahead to next season. But these are all things which, have been well documented over the last couple of months. So a nod to next year. Starting things off then for the final round, the first question. The 2025 Formula One grid technically features 6 rookie drivers who have never had a full-time seat in Formula One. Of those 6, how many have never started an F1 race? The silence now. Both of these game faces are on.
Oh, I'm so fortunate that... Yeah, because I know
Sam wrote that the other day.
Sam's got an answer.
No.
Ian, have you got an answer?
Just trying to go through all the rookies again that are going to be on the grid.
Okay, I'll push you then. We'll go 7 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, second question of the final round. For 2025, Red Bull's sister team is undergoing a name change again. But what will it be known as in full?
As in the full entry name?
Keyword there being the full entry name. Silence. I'm loving this. This is what I was hoping for. There's no clear leader. It's all going to go down to the absolute wire, a bit like the constructors title. Both got an answer? Yep. Good. Yep. All good. Right. Okay. Third question of the final round. For the first time in F1 history, all cars will be launched on the same day at a flashy launch event in the O2 Arena in London. What date is the event taking place on? Sam's been very quick. Ian, you got it?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Penultimate question. Here we go. And this could be one that catches some people out. The Red Bull Driver Academy is arguably the most successful in F1 history. How many current or former Red Bull Junior drivers will there be on the 2025 F1 grid?
Put that one again, please, mate.
Yep. So, how many current or former Red Bull Junior drivers will there be on the grid next season? Do you want it one more time? Ian's taking this so serious now. He's gone from Mr. Cool, Calm and Collected to I want to win. Both got an answer down? This is Sam's.
Yeah, I've got an answer. But I just had one brainwave.
See, Sam is Mr. Junior category lover. So if Sam doesn't get this is going to, I think, throw away all is credit, basically.
But,
Ian,
you know,
have you got one down?
it's a revolving door of a driver program.
Right. Both got one. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go then. This is exciting times. The final question of the 2024 Racing News 365 Big Fat F1 quiz. And it is a big question. As of today, Monday, the 23rd of December, 2024, what is the combined age of all the drivers on the 2025 F1 grid? This is another case of closest wins.
Oh, God.
As of today, not as of the start of next season, as of today, what is the combined age of the 2025 F1 grid? So obviously, if you're playing with other people, it's closest wins. If you're playing on your own, then I'll say within 25 years, you get the point. This could be the decider, so think very, very carefully. Look at this. Ian's looking to the sky. Sam's looking down at his paper. Has Sam got an answer?
Almost.
Dream case scenario, it comes down to this question. If so, then I'm giving myself the biggest credit for designing the best Formula One quiz of the year.
Okay,
Sam's got it. Here we go then. Right.
I've just approximated it. I've just gone.
All right, then. In which case, then let's go over the final round. Just a reminder that ahead of the final round, Sam is on 16 points. Ian is on 15. So the first question of the final round was the 2025 F1 grid technically features 6 rookie drivers who have never had a full-time F1 seat. Of those 6, how many have never started an F1 race? Sam.
3.
Ian.
3.
And of course, it is Isaac Hadjar, Kimi Antonelli, and Gabriel Bortoletto. You both get a point for that one. It remains a 1-point game. This is some exciting stuff here on the Racing News 365 podcast. This is exciting. This has gone exactly as planned. But anyway, the 2025 Red Bull sister team is undergoing yet another name change. But what will it be known as in full next year? Ian.
Visa Cash App Racing Bulls.
Sam.
Visa Cash App Racing Bulls Formula 1 team.
You both get the point. I'm not being that. Well, it's nearly Christmas, guys.
No, that's fair. That's
Christmas. Imagine if that's what the quiz came down to, me being fussy over Formula 1 team.
Oh, yeah, no.
Honestly, can you imagine that? That would be Ultimate Grinch. Ultimate Grinch was literally wearing a Santa hat and a Santa jumper. Anyways, it remains a 1-point game. Moving on to the third question of the final round. For the first time in F1 history, all cars will be launched on the same day at a flashy launch event in the O2 Arena in London. What date is the event on, Ian?
February 18.
Sam?
February 18.
It is, of course, Tuesday, February the 18th, 2025. It remains a 1-point game going into the final 2 questions. And this one is one that could catch some people out. The Red Bull Driver Academy is arguably one of the best in F1 history. How many current or former Red Bull Junior drivers will there be on the 2025 F1 grid? Sam?
7.
Ian?
8.
Who have I forgotten?
The correct answer, and meaning that the quiz goes down to the absolute wire, it is 8. Ian gets the point. I will go over the list then, because actually it makes up 40%. 40% of the 2025 grid are either current or former Red Bull Junior drivers.
God.
Sam just clicked. It is
Carlos Sainz.
Max Verstappen, Carlos Sainz, Pierre Gasly, Yuki Tsunoda, Alex Albon, Liam Lawson, Jack Doohan, and Isaac Hadjar. It means, everybody, that we have drama here. This is more drama than McLaren versus Ferrari, Max Verstappen versus Lewis Hamilton in 2021. It is a level game going into the final question, which is, of course, in this case, closest wins. It is 19 points apiece. This is drama like never seen before. Where's Michael Massey when you need him? It's Christmas. I can make that comment. It's fine. Right, final question then. Here we go. What is the combined age of the 2025 Formula One grid as of today? Ian?
I've gone 502.
Sam.
I've gone 500 flat.
No
500
way.
flat. You've gone 500 flat. Ian has gone 502. And look, the pens have been thrown down. I will put mine down because as you are on level points, we do have a winner. The winner of the 2024 Big Fat Racing News 365 F1 Quiz of the Year is Ian. The answer was 531 years old, which means by 1 point, Ian is your champion of the Big Fat Racing News 365 F1 Quiz of the Year. Ian, congratulations, victory speech, mate.
Oh, mate, I just can't believe it. I just want to thank everybody that's been helped me to get to this stage of my career. And thanks for you guys for being such a great a quizmaster and a great rival. I just can't wait for next year's battle to commence again. What a great championship it's going to be. Yeah, fantastic. Over the moon. What can I say? Where's the champagne, please?
Sam,
Also,
go on.
What a big shout out to Carlos Sainz as well. For
Carlos lost you the quiz.
somehow evading my memory.
Next year, I'm going to be more on the radio messages. I'm going to be listening to those radio messages.
Okay, well, guys, amazing stuff. Good fun, of course. To all those who have played along at home, wherever you might be, let us know in the comment section how you got on. And I guess the final thing to say is thank you so much for all of your support this year across the podcast, across the F1 updates, across any other YouTube videos and the website. It's been an incredible year. 2025 is going to be bigger and better than we have ever been. And I guess the final thing to say is from the team at Racing News 365, have a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, everyone. From Sam, Ian and I, this has been the final episode of the year of the Racing News 365 podcast. See you later.
Have a great Christmas, everyone. See you in the new year. Take care until then.
Thanks for joining us as always.